I'm Mark Stevenson, and I'm a designer.
And I'm Danny, and I'm a designer.
Do you want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. So the way we initially get our ideas is we'll go away and we'll all build little gameplay motifs, we call them, but they're like little chunks of gameplay, so little vehicles or obstacles to overcome in a level.
Yeah, just something really simple but really fun. And then we just put them all in a big pile and select what we think is cool and put them all in a level together.
What suits a theme.
Yeah.
So if it's something fast, then we'll put it all in the rocket.
Or bouncy, or grabby, or
swingy
very
and
complex,
grabby.
very
Yeah.
complex.
It's a science.
Total science. Oh, wow.
Both really, because
both to 50-50.
Yeah.
You can't go too far away from the story, but at the same time you can't have the story dictate exactly what's in your level, because then the level gets very linear and people know what to expect next.
And those people who are good at writing stories aren't necessarily good at writing gameplay, so they might have a cool idea for a setting and what happens, but if they say, oh, and then you have to do this bit where you fight this boss, you go, how do you fight the boss? And they'll go, I don't know, just some way. And then you're sort of stuck. So it'd be better if they went, oh, we'd like to have some sort of boss in there, and you think, oh, what about a boss that does this? And then they can let that influence the story.
So it's a back and forwards thing. That's how it was. Depends on your mood. I like, if I want a bit of hard gameplay, something that keeps you on the edge of your seat, then it's the bunker. Yeah, because that level is hard. But if I want something, also Victor's the Indian level, the
Dancer's Court.
Dancer's Court.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Actually,
that
really
has
good.
tons of classic platform gameplay and some really totally weird stuff as well, like all those snakes going down.
Actually, I think, as I've already answered this question with you before, but anyway, cut that bit out. I actually really like the way that the lowrider level turned out in the end.
Yeah,
that was
the art in it really. That used to look hideously.
That was an awful level before.
Yeah.
It was like when those levels that we all had a go on. I think Mark had a go on it, then I had a go on it, and then I think even Victor had a go on it.
I gave up on it.
We just couldn't see how to make that level work, and then Kengo put in like the junkyard bit in it and like all the street lights.
And really
great.
quickly as well.
Very quickly.
And the style of it is really cool, really clean and iconic as well, which is really cool. Get loads of ideas, and not just from games. Look at other things as well that inspire you. Because if you're constantly thinking about level design and making fun gameplay, you will see it all around you. And also make, first and foremost, what's fun. If it's not fun, then it's not good. Don't make something that fits like into a story, and there's nothing to do, but it looks really great. And you're kind of going, okay, you want something grab onto and fling you through the air, and you've got to have a sense of achievement.
I would say
challenge.
My top tip would be make your levels shorter.
Yeah.
Because no matter how good your level is, or how good you think your level is, it's better to finish sooner and people go, wow, that's great, I want to play another one, than feeling like, this is good, but wow,
What would you say the maximum time should be?
Well, we learned a lesson making our game that some of our levels are too long. Like my own personal, I feel really embarrassed because I did a lot of work on it. Mine, and it wasn't, no level belonged to any of us, but I did a lot of work on it.
Level in the game,
and it's long, and no matter what kind of interesting things there are in it, it's just you get bored at the end. And plus, if you die at the end, there's nothing worse than having to start the whole thing again. So
that could have easily been 2 levels, or even 3.
I would have liked to have chopped half of it and picked the best bits. Now, I didn't say that at the time because we didn't have much time left. But
well, we were just went crazy. We were just like putting every single idea we had in levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the maximum length I think is like the MGS levels now.
Yeah. Less is more. Always.
Which is available now if you haven't bought it already. But you would have done because you're all really into Little Planet. 499.
Thanks, guys. Maybe say goodbye to them.
Bye. Thank you much.
Bye.
Great podcast.